Hi.
Hello.
Hi, who are you?
Who am I? I am Stefan Eriksson, actually born and bred on the Åland Islands. Had done a couple of trips abroad, studied abroad. Actually returned back to the Åland Islands about 15-20 years ago. When I was a young boy, I actually decided I drew a big circle around the Åland Islands. We live outside, so I ended up in the States. And now, I guess life takes its turn. Now I live 200 meters from my mom.
All right. So Åland brings to my mind potato chips, but who do you work for?
I work for a company called Crosskey. And Crosskey is a 19-year-old company, but we have 100-year-old roots. We're actually 100% fully owned by Ålandsbanken. And Ålandsbanken has a presence in Finland and Sweden, and that's also what we do. We pretty much provide all the financial services that Ålandsbanken provides to their customers. So we have capital markets, we have core banking solutions, and we have card issuing systems.
All right. And what is your unique value proposition?
Actually, there is a couple of these things, and I think that one thing actually that differentiates us from other players is that we are based on Åland, and that means also that maybe there is not so many opportunities to move around, so to say. So we have people that know payments, that actually know what a payment is. Actually, they have been in the business for 30-40 years. So I actually say that, if you look at this a little bit like how it's traditionally done, you maybe have some kind of financial consultancy, KPMG, Ernst & Young, etc. That's very expensive analysis, that kind of stuff. And then you have somebody producing the CD, the software actually implementing, and then you have somebody actually doing the implementation. We can do everything from start to beginning. So we are a complete provider in that sense, and we can guide our customers also, not only technically, we just don't throw a bunch of code in their lap. We can actually tell them about the processes, the KYC, AML, and the implications of it.
All right, that makes a lot of sense. So we are here at the Nordic Fintech Summit today. How have you found the event so far?
I was actually interviewed by them last year, and I watched it. First of all, when you see yourself and you listen to yourself, it's like maybe you should be quiet. But anyway, I think it's a fantastic job they have done. I remember the first time, maybe I forget if it's 6 or 7 years ago. It was maybe 50, 100 people and that kind of stuff, and what they have evolved into is amazing. I think also this is the best venue as a place that I have ever participated in. I've done this type of activities for a number of years, and also I would say this is if you look in Sweden, for example, you have a bunch, like 4 or 5 different type of events and so on, but in Finland this is pretty much, I would say, the event. And it's not like when you sell core banking or a card system for capital market. I don't expect to sell 5 systems today, but it's you meet people in this financial industry, and you get connections and so on, and you build relationships. So I think it's bang for the bucks.
I can certainly say that this is the nicest studio that we've ever had as FinTech Daydreaming, so I really agree on the venue part. But once they close the doors here and you walk out, what do you expect to get out of this event?
Like I said a little bit earlier, maybe went ahead of you. It's not like I don't expect that we have solved 5 banking systems, because it's long processes. It takes years, and you have migration projects and so on. And for us, it is a little bit more of a branding. For example, if there's an RFP coming out, I think today we will actually be contacted to participate. That was not the case for 5, 6, 7 years ago. So it's more to meet customers, potential partners, and opportunities and so on. So I guess that's my expectation, is just to show our presence in Finland, basically.
All right. So if people want to know more about Crosskey, how can they find and be in touch with you?
Our webpage, and I have a nickname which I forced on my kids when they were young. So Strong Steph, so they could call Stefan Eriksson at Crosskey. I'm actually on the webpage.
All right.
So it's just give a call, and we can provide you with whatever you need.
Perfect. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
Thank you.
This is FinTech Daydreaming.